G'day guys, Lockie here from Athletes Authority, here with one of our athletes, Dan Alessi. Now, Dan, we often joke about our business model being pretty terrible because when we're successful, we actually say goodbye to our athletes. And you're one of those athletes that we're saying goodbye to today. Mate, we probably want to just have a bit of a chat around your career initially and then what brought you to Athletes Authority. So do you want to shed a bit of light on that, mate?
Yeah, I suppose when I sort of dropped out of that professional environment a few years ago, I came to you guys to fill that gap in strength and conditioning and to keep me sort of bulletproof while I was playing semi-professionally back in Sydney. So that was a couple of years ago now when I first came to you guys. I think it was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was just looking to maintain and sort of bulletproof myself while I was playing semi-professionally here in Sydney, and fast forward to now, and I've been playing overseas in Italy and the UK, and due to COVID, come back to Sydney and back training with you guys again, preparing for another season, which is starting this weekend.
Yeah, fantastic. So obviously you're a soccer player or football, depending on which country you've formed from. You've been exposed to a number of different environments in the football world, both professional and semi-professional. What sort of, I suppose, ties in here? Obviously, one of our big things is to try and bring that professional sport to the amateur ranks and for those semi-professional players that are still hunting out a professional field. So is there anything that in particular stood out to you here that made you feel a little bit more comfortable from that professional setting?
Yeah, I guess the environment here with facilities very much feels like a professional facility with the gym and sort of the technology that you guys use to do all the testing and screening is second to none, in my opinion. It wouldn't be much more than I've ever used in a professional environment, if not more. So yeah, and obviously getting back in a sort of team environment when you're doing the gym work, and that's good to work with other athletes. But more than anything, the knowledge and expertise of you guys in the field and that sort of individual programming is what brought me back here, because I wanted that individual focus back on myself to get that extra 10-20% out of me that I knew I had.
So when you started with us with our Nordboard results, we obviously found there was a little bit of deficiency there between left and right. There was about 11%. And then also the amount of kilograms pulled compared to your body weight, you were sitting about 64%. Obviously, the retest we've done recently, we've started to show you up to about 95%, so almost at that threshold that we love to see of 100% body weight. But also that asymmetry is closed down to about 3% now as well, which is obviously a big goal of yours when you came to us to get, as you said, bulletproof, a bit more resilient, and obviously to set you up well for a good season. So hopefully that type of resilience work is a key factor that we can rely on this year. But also we've seen some huge changes across both your jumping. You've gone a 25% increase in your vertical jump. You've also gone about a 30% increase in hopping as well, which for us, they're metrics that obviously help us know that the programs that we're doing are helping. But it's also from you. Surely that gives you a bit of confidence going into the season as well.
Yeah, 100%. I sort of came to you guys at the start of that pre-season, off-season period, and from where we've gone since there, like you said, the numbers speak for themselves. I think in every metric we've gone up, and that gives me a lot of confidence going into the season after doing this sort of 8-week preseason block with you guys.
Yeah,
it's incredible. It gives me great confidence. Going into the season next week. So,
right. And to be honest, probably the most important question is we have a lot of people come in here tell a lot of jokes, but obviously not a lot compared to my one. So is that something that gets you through the day as well?
Yeah, no. In terms of yourself and Migs and Brendo and Carl, you guys are all, the culture here is great, and that's one of the things that brought me back the second time as well. And I'm sure I'll be back again for another pre-season or whatnot if I'm not in a professional environment. Because I love the environment here. There's lots of young athletes striving towards bigger and better things like myself. And it helps when you've got a couple of blokes that are like-minded and can have a laugh with you.
Yeah, good. And I suppose one thing we'll finish off with is whether it be a young athlete that's watching this or someone in the exact same shoes as you, what advice can you give them in regards to what you're getting here that you feel like you might see in other younger athletes or athletes you've worked with or trained with that they're not getting, something that they might be able to capitalise here, maybe one or two things that you think?
Yeah, look, not everyone can be in a professional team environment. And I think by me being here and training with you guys, it's the closest thing to being back in that full-time professional environment. There's young kids that are aspiring towards being in that professional environment. You got to get your body up to the standards to perform at that level. And I think you guys are the experts for me in this area in helping me prepare to get back to that, higher level where I have no chance of doing it by myself in terms of the knowledge and expertise you guys have in periodizing, load management, and just pure performance to get back on the field. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, mate, sad to see you go, but happy to see you leave.
Yeah.
Have a good one, eh?
Me too. Cheers for everything.
Cheers.